Hello, my furry friends of YouTube. How are you tonight? I have something very interesting to talk about, and it concerns pretty much everyone on the planet that has a microwave. Do you have a microwave? I bet you do. Either at your workplace, your school, your home, wherever. I would think that it's probably touched your life or someone you know. Basically, microwaves are not something you ever want to use again. I think you guys should know this stuff. I think it's against your best interest to use a microwave ever again. You should use a toaster oven. Look, I got one. Or a stove, an oven, a basic oven. It'd be nice if we had like bonfires, because if you didn't live in the city, you might be able to accomplish that, but I live in the city, unfortunately. And sometimes I really wish I could just be out in the middle of a forest and just strike up a bonfire and start cooking my food right there. Because that's just, yeah, I don't like radiation in my food, do you? I don't know. I don't know if you've noticed that the x-ray machines at the airport are also causing radiation in your body, and radiation has never been good. It's also something they're doing at the hospitals to cure cancer. It doesn't cure. It makes you sicker. That's a fact, Jack. So anyway, I've been watching or slash reading this article on proliberty.com. And the guy who wrote it, his name is Larry Cook. I think he's pretty fucking badass. Okay? Because he started the article talking about how you gave a plant microwave water and unmicrowave water, and you wanted to see which one sprouted faster, the seeds. And in fact, the plant that received the microwave water did not sprout at all. Okay, so imagine if you drank water that you put in a microwave, if you heated it up, maybe your tea, for example, and you drank that. What's that doing to your body? Let's think about it. What about the food? How is it altering the chemistry of the food? It is actually, in fact, causing cancer. And I wanted to read a little bit of the article. Basically, it says in 1989, Swiss biologist and food scientist Dr. Hans Hertel studied the effects of microwave food. Eight people participated in the study. For 8 weeks, they lived in a controlled environment and intermittently ate raw foods, conventionally cooked foods. I believe that means in an oven or on the stove, and microwave foods. Blood samples were then tested after each meal. They discovered that eating microwave food over time causes significant changes in blood chemistry. And then it goes into a few things here. I want to read that as well. It says, number one, a decrease in hemoglobin and cholesterol values in the HDL, which is your good cholesterol, versus LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, ratio, and in white blood cells, weakening the immune system. Weakening the immune system. That's key. And an increase in leukocyte cell levels, which tends to indicate poisoning and cell damage, which are conditionings ripening the body for degenerative diseases and or cancer. Leukocytes show up when there's like an infection, right? So if they are getting increased after eating microwave food, you can imagine that your body's having a response. It's trying to get rid of that shit that you just put in there. Ugh. Number 2, the measurable effects on man through the ingestion of microwave food, unlike untreated food, are blood alterations that can also be found at the beginning of a pathological condition, also indicative of a beginning cancerous process, wrote Dr. Bernard Blanc, who assisted in the study. Number 3, microwave ovens cook food by forcing the atoms, molecules, and cells within the food to reverse polarity billions of times per second. Causing friction. The more the friction, the more the heat. This oscillation tears and deforms the molecular structure of food. New compounds called radiolytic compounds, which are not found in nature, are formed. That doesn't sound very good. We want nature in our body, you guys. We want raw food. We want things that grow from trees, not synthetics. We don't want stuff that's been altered from a microwave, okay? Interestingly, microwaves are actually used in gene-altering technology to deliberately break cells and neutralize their life force so they can be manipulated. That sounds horrible. You really don't want this. Microwaves destroy the life force that gives food its vitality and nourishment. So when this life force dissipates, microorganisms start breaking down and it begins to rot. Yeah, that means you're probably beginning to rot. In early 1991, a lawsuit was filed against an Oklahoma hospital because a patient died from receiving a microwaved blood transfusion. Yikes! Hospitals routinely heat blood for transfusion, but not in a microwave. I hope that person got fired. The effects of microwaving breast milk have also been researched. John Kerner, who is an MD, and Richard Quinn, another doctor from Stanford University, said microwaving human milk, even at a low setting, can destroy some of its important disease-fighting capabilities. And number 4, this isn't the end, but number 4, after more research, Kerner wrote in the April 1992 edition of Pediatrics, I guess that's a magazine. I've never seen it, but yeah, it exists. Microwaving itself may in fact cause some injury to the milk above and beyond the heating. In addition, a radio announcement at the University of Minnesota said, microwaves are not recommended for heating a baby's bottle. Heating the bottle in a microwave can cause slight changes in the milk. In infant formulas, there may be a loss of vitamins. In expressed milk, some protective properties may be destroyed. Yeah, I would think just straight from the tip, guys. Seems like a little more, up your avenue than giving your baby some microwaved crap, soy milk or whatever. That's not good. Number 5, another study in Vienna warned that microwaving breast milk can lead to structural, functional, and immunological changes, and that microwaves transform the amino acid L-proline into D-proline, which is a proven toxin to the nervous system, liver, and kidneys. Yeah, proline is so important for your collagen production, and by changing its alteration and making it toxic, that can't be a good thing. That's all I'm saying. Number 6, in Russia, microwave ovens were banned in 1976 because of their negative health consequences, and many studies were conducted on their use. And then they say, here are some of the findings on microwaving food. Basically, microwave foods lose 60 to 90% of the vital energy field, and microwaving accelerates the structural disintegration of foods. What do you think that means? It's probably accelerating the aging of you. Microwaving creates cancer-causing agents within milk and cereals. Maybe you shouldn't put your oatmeal in there anymore. A good old teapot will work. Microwaving alters elemental food substances. It alters elemental food substances, causing digestive disorders. Microwaving alters food chemistry, which can lead to malfunctions in the lymphatic system and degeneration of the body's ability to protect itself against cancerous growths. Microwave foods lead to a higher percentage of cancerous cells in the bloodstream. Microwaving altered the breakdown of elemental substances when raw, cooked, or frozen vegetables were exposed for even a short time, and free radicals were formed. You know those aren't good. I know you've heard that before. Free radicals, no bueno. Microwave foods cause stomach and intestinal cancerous growths, a general degeneration of peripheral cellular tissues, and a gradual breakdown of the digestive and excretive systems in a statistically high percentage of people. Microwave foods lowered the body's ability to utilize vitamin C, vitamin E, essential minerals, and lipotropics. Okay, guys, without those, we will die, literally. That's not good. And the microwave field next to a microwave oven caused a slew of other health problems as well. So standing in front of that microwave is never a good idea. Leave the room if you're going to heat it up for maybe one of those bean bags or whatever. If you need a bean bag for your neck or something, I have some neck problems. So sometimes that's the only time I will ever use the microwave. And that's probably not even good. But I can't put it in the oven. It'll melt. So aside from these studies, many people find that microwaving their food doesn't help them feel good. Makes them feel lethargic, and I think you can tell, if you ate something raw, you ate like an orange straight from the tree, versus something in the microwave, you're going to feel a difference there. I really feel you should try this test at home. Stephanie Relf, who is a kinesiologist, found herself feeling gray and rather low one day and discovered that she had inadvertently eaten microwave food at a restaurant. In her practice, Relf found that all of her patients gave body signals of having allergic reactions to microwave foods. Another kinesiologist, David Bridgman, said, of all the people I test for allergies, 99.9% so far show severe sensitivity to all microwave food. And in the London Telegraph in September 19th, 2004, microwave weapons will be fitted to U.S. military vehicles already in Iraq in an effort to disperse angry crowds. The weapons, which may be operable as early as this spring, are an attempt by the U.S. to calm growing concern regarding increasing numbers of innocent civilians being killed in Iraq. Yeah, so even our military has this on top of their vehicles now, and literally they are going to use it on our population as well. Don't kid yourselves that they're not going to bring this over to the U.S. I believe it's already on the streetlights. Yeah. Weapons that will basically permeate a radioactive wave, but it's a heat wave, so it will hurt like hell. You can look this up online. I'm not making this up. It actually exists, and they were using it in Iraq. And this was written, I'm not sure when the article was written, but that said that was going to come into effect in 2004. And it's 2017. Last but not least, the U.S. Department of Defense claims microwave weapons, which cause unbearable pain to the target until he moves out of the beam, cause no long-term damage. Bullshit. The skin gets extremely hot and people can't stand the pain, so they have to move. And move in the way we want them to. Crowd control. Complete and utter, under their, whatever they want you to do, submission. That's what they want. Governments that don't want you to go out in the streets and picket or basically have a voice against anything that they're doing, they are going to start bringing these weapons out. I believe they're already there. Like I said. And yeah, I really wanted to talk about this topic today because I've been thinking about it for a really long time, and I've already cut microwaves out of my life. I think you should too. I really care about humanity, all of my friends, my family, everyone that I have the ability to touch through this video. Please, for the love of God, stop using microwaves. And you know what? Opt out of the x-ray machine at the airport. You can. I'm telling you, you can. You can say, you know what? Just pat me down. I don't want to go through that machine. I don't know how much radiation is coming out of it. I don't know what it's doing to my body or the chemistry of my body. They're basically taking like a naked picture of you, and they can see through, like, you can see your bones, you can see probably, I don't know exactly what the image looks like. I haven't looked that up. I'm sure you can do some research on your own. Thank God we have the internet these days. But I think we need to be a lot more aware of these things because that is so important. People, I'm just really like sad that I've seen pretty much every house, every school, every like workplace have a microwave, and it is a weapon. It's a weapon against you and your families and for future generations. Like I said, for the love of God, please stop using it. Let's get back to nature. You know, whatever happened to nature? It's going away really fast. The animals are getting beat down in the zoos. They're putting them behind bars. You know, what are we going to do when our food is tainted with genetically modified organisms, when our air is being chemtrailed, when our water supply has fluoride and pharmaceuticals of all sorts in it, and we're going to wake up one day and realize we have nothing left to live. I mean, our air and our water and our trees is our life. I know Sam a lot. I'm sorry. But, and I know this video is getting long, but I really wanted to read that article. I wanted to give credit to Larry Cook. Like I said, that was on proliberty.com. He has other articles up. Really, really look into this, you guys. I'm really only doing this for your benefit. Like, that's all. I don't know why else I really want to do this video other than just trying to spread the message. Don't get cancer from microwaves, okay? Peace out, love, harmony, beauty, and take care. Have a good night.